Holy cow, Half-Life is already 25 years old, huh? Well, yeah, Half-Life is now in its mid-20s and probably partying with its friends, buying itself a whole cake, and struggling to get an apartment. And hey, Valve actually decided to celebrate Half-Life's 25th birthday with some pretty darn cool stuff. They did a major update to the main game that includes many improvements and extra content. They released a documentary and they made the game free for a limited amount of time, which is unfortunately no longer the case, but hey, the Steam Autumn Sale is going on right now at the time of recording, so you can still get the game for like $1. And they released wallpapers. Anywho, let's talk about this. And yeah, I know, this video is quite late, but we were a bit busy last week. You know, busy making a game.
Welcome to the LambdaGeneration Half-Life Anniversary Adventure. Play now at hl25.lambdageneration.com.
LambdaGeneration.
Let's first talk about the massive update that Half-Life received. Valve put out a massive changelog for the game where you can see exactly what they've changed or added. Go have a look at that for a more comprehensive list. The following things I find to be the most interesting though. First off, the whole main menu has been revamped. At least, most of it is. The game's menu now resembles the classic one menu of yesteryear, which most people really love. This menu was originally replaced with a more boring looking menu when Half-Life came to Steam, and we've been tolerating it ever since. Now, this new menu isn't exactly the old one menu, but kind of a middle ground between the old and the new. The old sound and animations and the old layout are back, but the Steam Windows system is still in place for the menus. When you go into the game itself, you may notice that view roll is back in the game, which means that when you stray from left to right, your view will roll with it instead of staying static. And hey, look, the HUD now scales properly as well. I usually record Half-Life in 4K and the HUD elements were always super tiny, but that's no longer the case. Awesome. Oh, and you may have also noticed that the textures are no longer filtered. This is actually an option in the graphics menu where you can choose how you want your textures to look. Some people prefer the more pixelated look and others prefer the smoother look. Valve has also fixed some lighting bugs, and they even added Half-Life Uplink to the game, which you can launch straight from the new game menu. So it's now easier than ever to play this sometimes forgotten little Half-Life demo campaign. So those are some fixes and new additions to the game, and there are loads more, and I haven't even talked about the new multiplayer maps yet. These new maps are called Contamination, Pool Party, Disposal, and Rocket Frenzy. All of these maps are made by Valve themselves and they look absolutely incredible. Rocket Frenzy even allows you to launch the rocket that's inside of it. And these are not the only maps introduced into Half-Life, but Valve has also added maps and other content from the Half-Life Further Data content CD that was released a long while ago. So you can now play on either Double Cross, Rustmill, and ZenDM as Too Much Coffee Man if you want to. And who doesn't want that, right? Oh my gosh, and they even added the classic Valve logo back that now plays when the game starts. It's crunchy, pixelated, not upscaled at all, and it's entirely lovable. And all that is now also Steam Deck compatible as well, so you can now play Half-Life on the go properly. Oh yeah, I have a Steam Deck. Again, you should check out the full patch notes for the Half-Life update, there's a lot more stuff on there. Oh, and remember when we did #RememberFreeman a while back when we broke the all-time player peak for Half-Life? Well, it looks like it's been broken again, and oh boy, I don't think we're going to be breaking this record anytime soon. I guess only Valve themselves can manage to break the all-time peak player record by this much. Well, kudos to them, well deserved. So alongside Half-Life's massive update and the game being free to own for a little bit, Valve released a full-length documentary over on their YouTube channel where some of the original developers talk about their experiences developing the game. It's really cool to see Valve bring these people together again just to talk about the game that started it all. And there is some really interesting information in there as well that you definitely don't want to miss out on, so I recommend giving it a watch. Now, Valve didn't actually make the documentary themselves, it's actually made by Secret Tape, which is the production team behind NoClip, who actually have made a Half-Life documentary in the past before. Even one about Black Mesa, so you could say they're pretty big fans. And then, something else came out on Half-Life's birthday. It's our very own game. We decided we wanted to do something cool for Half-Life's 25th birthday, just like how we made a timeline website back in 2018. But this time we wanted to do a little bit more than just a timeline, and that's how the game was born. Half-Life 25th Anniversary Adventure is a game where you explore key locations from various Half-Life games while learning facts about the game's and community's history. Alongside that, you also pick up items that will tell you even more information about various key community events. Some items are easy to find and others are quite hidden. Can you get them all? If you do, you'll be able to claim an achievement that will show up on your LambdaGeneration profile page. Of course, you do need a free account to claim the achievement, but you don't need an account to play the game. Just go to hl25.lambdageneration.com and start playing immediately. It even works on mobile. Oh, and don't get shocked when Dr. Kleiner greets you personally. And that's the gist of Half-Life's 25th anniversary celebrations. Is there anything we've missed? Please let us know in the comments. Oh, and be sure to let me know what y'all think of these new updates to the game as well. I'd love to hear your opinions. Half-Life is a game that will truly never die. Here's to the next 25 years.